They say drop that ass in the club. They say I'm crazy. The times of days that we live in and the ways that we choose to get in. I don't see any news anywhere. So who's crazy? Education is the best medication. Who the hell do you think you're talking to, Satan? Once you remain a devil, you're a dead devil. My brothers and sisters, know the code. Color. We are peculiar. In the name of Yahusha. Bruh. I personally know you're telling the truth, that you are definitely heaven's psycho. And just because of that right now, because we're trying to negotiate and get to the very bottom of what's going on out here, you need to calm down like 1,000 levels, like right now. Okay? Peace, be still. Hello? The president is black now? We make decisions. Ow! What'd you do that for? So I guess the basis and the bias of making decisions obviously has to do with your color now, right? Well, hasn't it always? You know what?
I guess it's time, huh? Let's get it then.
This the setup.
They put them there on purpose,
Y'all know where
bro.
we at.
They gonna set them hoes right up on the route of
Y'all know what building this is
Come
right
on
here.
now.
I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them
This
bricks
is
go
setup.
to? Where do them bricks
We
go
gotta
to?
do better.
Ain't no damn
You
construction.
gotta do better.
Ain't no damn construction around here.
I see.
Ain't no damn construction around here. You just gonna set a pallet of bricks right there. Oh, okay.
Listen, I did jury duty 3 months ago. Y'all don't keep no bricks right there. Do better.
Cities across the United States remain in a state of high tension tonight as the country braces itself for another wave of protests over the death of George Floyd. The unarmed Mr. Floyd, who was black, died in Minneapolis after being pinned to the ground by a white police officer. He was the latest in a string of African-American men to die through police action. There have been protests in at least 30 US cities, with violence, looting and arson in some, and several cities have imposed curfews. President Trump's national security advisor denied there was institutional racism in the US police, saying that most officers were heroes. But a lawyer for George Floyd's family accused the police officer who's been charged with his killing of premeditated murder. Well, our correspondent Barbara Pletusher is in Minneapolis for us tonight. Barbara.
Rita, we've been attending a peaceful protest. It just wound up. It was sort of a moment of Sunday calm in what's been a very turbulent weekend. The National Guard troops were deployed, but they held back or stood back in this case. But over the past 24 hours, security forces have been showing more aggressive tactics in dealing with the protesters. I just want to warn you that there are some distressing images now in the report you're about to see.
Another night of chaos and unrest as anger over police killings spread to every corner of the country. Penetrating the heart of political power in Washington, D.C., security agents used tear gas to push protesters away from the White House. New York's iconic streets were littered with the debris of rage over the death of George Floyd, but also giving vent to years of festering frustration with police mistreatment of African Americans. Here and in more than a dozen other cities, protesters and looters ignored curfews. Security forces rounded them up, fighting to restore order. Nearly a third of the arrests took place in Los Angeles. In Minneapolis, the National Guard moved with military precision to clear demonstrators away from a police station, firing tear gas and rubber bullets, setting up roadblocks throughout the city, shutting down movement.
We're the press! We're media! Security forces have been aggressively pushing back the protesters. They came determined to make sure that this night would be different than the others, to retake the streets. We've seen a real show of force here tonight.
I cannot breathe.
The protests began here after this video went viral. The police officer pressed his knee into the neck of George Floyd and kept it there for more than 8 minutes. He's been charged with third-degree murder. Most here don't support the violence in the demonstrations, but some say without it, their voices aren't heard.
We've been silent for too long. We've been peaceful. How many peaceful protests do we have to have until it gets right? So, yes, I feel like it needed to happen.
There's a point of being policed where we just reach our wits' end, and this is our wits' end.
This is a war, and they're not just stepping back and allowing us to win.
They see this as a pivotal moment in a long struggle for racial justice. But the country is walking a dangerous line between protest and anarchy, confrontation and aggression, battering the space to find answers to the unrest. The Trump administration has called violence at protests domestic terrorism and denied systemic racism in the police force.
There are some bad cops that are racist, and there are cops that are, maybe don't have the right training, and there's some that are just bad cops, and they need to be rooted out because there's a few bad apples that are giving law enforcement a terrible name.
This afternoon, large numbers of National Guard troops deployed to protect the Capitol building in St. Paul, Minnesota.
No justice, no peace.
The protest was peaceful, as so many have been. But not in Philadelphia. The country is entering its second week of social disorder, one of the most turbulent periods it's seen in decades.
And of course, it's just not this explosion of simmering tensions over racial justice. It's also a time of disease because of the COVID pandemic and of unprecedented unemployment. And it's a presidential election year. So turbulent times indeed. A lot is at stake, Rita.
Barbara, thank you very much. That's Barbara Pletusher there. Well, in the UK, thousands of people have gathered to protest in Manchester, Cardiff and in London in solidarity with demonstrators in the US. Protesters walked to the American Embassy in southwest London and crowded together despite social distancing restrictions. They chanted Black Lives Matter in reference to the civil rights campaign group. 5 people were arrested. And protesters also gathered outside the American Embassy in Berlin. Demonstrators wearing face masks waved banners calling for justice for George Floyd. It's the second day of protests in the city. Well, our North America editor John Sopel is with me now. John, just assess for us the scale of this crisis in the US.
Well, it's not one crisis, is it, Rita? I mean, it's like a combination of Spanish flu in 1918, the great economic collapse of 1929, and the riots that followed the death of Martin Luther King in 1968, and each one feeds into the other. So we've seen the pictures of the rioting. You've got 30 million Americans unemployed at the moment who are feeling that their lives are in a desperate situation. You've also got worries about this leading to an uptick in coronavirus cases, because it seems glib to say it, but of course rioters and looters aren't necessarily obeying social distancing guidelines. And you have got an African American community that sees injustice seemingly everywhere it turns, whether it's in the rate of coronavirus deaths, whether it is in the way they're treated by the police, whether the impact of joblessness on them. So this is all feeding together into one mega crisis. One thing I would say, compared to 1968, there were riots at one stage in 125 cities across America. It is not at that. But what you've got at the moment will test any president.
And John, just briefly, what can President Trump do?
At the moment, his messaging seems to be focused very much on "I'm the law and order president," and denying that the protesters have much legitimacy for what they're doing. Whether that will calm the situation remains to be seen. But he's looking for a strong response across the United States. If it means calling in the National Guard, so be it.
OK, John, many thanks. John Sopel there.
All right, pull my coat on this now. What happens if you give all that up? I mean, the pork, and you get sick and then you get a medical or something?
Like when I was on the outside, I ran this hustle. I tried to act like...
I'm telling you God's words, not no hustle. And I'm gonna tell you, God is black.
God is black. Everybody knows God is white.
Everything the white man taught you, you accepted. He taught you you were a black heathen, and you believed him. He taught you to worship a blonde, blue-eyed Jesus with white skin, and you believed him. He taught you that black was a curse, and you believed that. Did you ever look up the word black in a dictionary?
For what?
Did you ever study anything that wasn't part of some con?
What the hell for, man?
Come with me.
Black, destitute of light, devoid of color, enveloped in darkness, hence utterly dismal or gloomy, as the future looked black.
Pretty good with them words, ain't you?
Soiled with dirt, foul, sullen, hostile, forbidding, as a black day. Foully or outrageously wicked, as black cruelty, indicating disgrace, dishonor, or culpability. And there's others, black male, black ball, black guard.
Yeah, well, that's something, all right.
Let's look up white. Here. Read.
White. Of the color of pure snow, reflecting all the rays of the spectrum, the opposite of black. Free from spot or blemish, innocent, pure. Huh. Ain't this something? Without evil intent, harmless, honest, square dealing, and honorable. Wait a minute, but this was written by white folks, though, right? I mean, this white folks' book.
This sure ain't no black man's book.
So what we reading this one for?
Because the truth is lying there. If you read behind the words, you got to take everything the white man says and use it against him.
Yeah? All right, wait, I mean, you know, there's a whole lot of words in here.
Here, let's start at the beginning. We'll look them up, write them down, and find out what they mean. Here, page 1. The first word, aardvark.
Aardvark, earth pig, African ant-eating mammal, abacus, Chinese calculating instrument. Abaddon, the place of the lost in Sheol, the bottomless pit.
If you take one step toward Allah, He will take 2 steps toward you.
Lights out! Lights out!
Boy, way out of baseball, huh? Check. What's the score, my man?
10-1. We're murdering them. Didn't you hear?
No, what happened?
The Brooklyn Dodgers brought up Jackie Robinson, and we're pounding the hell out of them celebrating.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sure. White man throw us a bone and we're supposed to forget 400 years of oppression.
Yeah, but a Negro playing in the big leagues, that's something, ain't it?
I told you to go behind the words and dig out the truth. They let us sing and dance and smile. And then they let one so-called Negro into the majors. That doesn't cancel out the greatest crime in history. When that grafted, blue-eyed devil locked us in chains, 100 million of us, broke up our families, tortured us, cut us off from our language, our religion, our history. Let me tell you about black history. We are the original man. The first men on earth were black. They ruled, and there wasn't a white face anywhere. But they teach us that we lived in caves and swung from trees. That's a lie. Black men never did that. We were a race of kings when the white man crawled around on all fours over the hills of Europe. Do they know who they are? Do you know where you came from? What's your name?
Malcolm Little.
No. That's the name of the slave masters who own your family. You don't even know who you are. You're nothing. Less than nothing. Who are you?
Look, hey, shit. All right, I ain't Malcolm Little, I ain't Wed. I damn sure ain't Satan.
That's right. So who are you?
I don't know.
We are a nation, the tribe of Shabazz, lost in this wilderness called North America.
Tribe of Shabazz.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana
That's why a lot of people are saying this is the age of awakening. We'll ban Islam and Christianity in this country.
You said you were a Muslim?
Yes.
We should ban your own people.
Speaking the truth against your own religion has nothing to do with atheism or evil. These Arabians were those who enslaved our forefathers. They even castrated them.
Like he said, it's the age of awakening. So much is going on the continent. So much is going on TikTok. We are seeing a lot of pushback when it comes to these Abrahamic religions. So I did a video some months back talking about specifically Christianity and how Africans are moving away from it. But right now we're going to be talking about Islam and how the exact same thing is happening. We're seeing people coming out talking about how they are living the faith. Slowly, Africans are beginning to awaken to new realizations. They are deconstructing and decolonizing their minds, and the scales that have been covering their eyes are falling off, so now they see things differently. We are seeing a call for cultural revolution. It's as if someone somewhere just snapped their fingers and now people are waking up left, right, center. Africans are now coming to a new realization of who they are, and they are not keeping quiet about it. They are fearlessly questioning everything and critically looking into their history, and now coming into the realization that these religions played a major role in their history as they were used as a tool to colonize, enslave, subjugate, and subdue the African people. Now, this brother on the screen is a Ghanaian, and he was once a Muslim. He said a lot of interesting things in this video. Let's roll the clip. I'll meet you guys at the end.
So that Jesus story was copied from Egypt.
So Jesus, what was Jesus?
Jesus, there was nobody called Jesus. They said Abdul Latif, but can call me Nana Prodi. Yes, we were born into Islam, so we're given these names. They said we are God's children. We fear God the most. So they should pass through religion and tell us that Allah was spirituality. So we shouldn't dive into spirituality as Muslims. Then through Christianity, they told our Christian brothers and sisters that our idols are blasphemous. So we should throw them away. But they are grossly engaged in them. When you go to Arabia, they've entered into the covenant with Allah, and they have coerced the whole of Arabia to worship that Allah. This was done by one King Saud. He fought the other tribes and then composed them into a country called Saudi Arabia. So all Muslims, including me in Africa, we are worshiping the Arabian God. And all Christians in Africa are worshiping the European God, who is Jesus. The Arabian God is Allah, and the European God is Jesus. So let me complete the Pharaoh Akhenaten story. So he created that sort of monotheism. He combined two gods' names, Amun, Ra. Amun at the time was the most powerful god. So he created monotheism even before any Abraham was born. And they worship that deity as their creator god. And they even named their children after Amun. When Muslims and Christians pray, they say Amen. That is their name. Ancient Arabia called God Imani. Libya, Syria, they also call it Iman. So when you conjure the spirit, you have to give the spirit your name. So somebody who is mischievous, who wants to teach you how to conjure the spirit, will not disclose this secret to you. Then the person will tell you that spirit is called this, like Allah. So anything you do in the name of that Allah, the spirit will bless that person. Anybody who gave that spirit the name Allah.
You mentioned it, you become a slave to that person,
Good.
and that spirit become powerful for that person.
But,
who gave it that name?
You gave him that name.
Because you are calling that name in the person's name.
Go, you are calling the spirit through the person. So we all Muslims on the African continent who are slaughtering livestock or animals in the name of Allah are actually doing that for the Arabians. That is why they don't do anything in that country. They don't work, but they are living in hopeless.
Oh.
So when you leave your land's gods and you are worshiping other people's gods, they can't bless you because your forefathers didn't have a covenant with them.
How do we take her back?
Good. So we'll get there.
No. Let's talk about that now.
The best way to take her back is to ban all foreign religions. That is what Rwanda did. And today Rwanda is now like heaven. Paul Kagame came and closed all churches and mosques.
So we should ban them and do what?
We should close all churches and mosques. And then we can even turn them into factories and what have you. Then we should change all our names back to our ancestors. The very person who enslaved your ancestor, your forefather, is the same person who came and taught you your religion and your concept of God. Do you think the person will tell you the truth? Yes. These Arabians were those who enslaved our forefathers. They even castrated them. And it's these same people who came and they taught us our concept of God. And they are telling us Allah is the creator. That is what they are supposed to do. So when they brought Christianity to Africa, our forefathers knew the secret. They told them, you are not those to teach us who God is. We knew God before you. The white people didn't know anything. So they gave them order to war with them, conquer them, and coerce them into the religion.
Something else that is being talked about now is the sad fact that these religions pushes you away from your Africanness, your African identity as much as possible. You would find Africans that are bearing Abdullah, Yusuf, Mohammed. You have 3 Arabic names and you are African. We cannot even tell where you are from. It's like, the religion is now your culture, if that makes sense. You see Africans that have 2 English names. They have foreign names for their surname and for their first name. So there is this question now, and the question is, who are we? Are we Africans, or are we Arabs, or are we Europeans?
Christianity and Islam by nature, they are bullies of African culture. It is expressed in their intolerance of other people who believe differently from who they are. So here's a simple example. If a Muslim walks into this village, the first object is to build a mosque and make everyone in that village a Muslim. It changes your timetable of waking up. You wake up at 5, changes your fashion, changes the way you bury your loved ones. Now you must do everything according to Islamic law. The same thing is true with Christianity. Christianity walks into a space, first thing they want to do, as a Zulu, as a Xhosa, you take off your shirt and put on your beautiful beads, and you walk up to church. Christianity will look at you, though now there's a bit of tolerance, but the first glance is unacceptable. Because the God that Christianity has does not have tolerance for culture. Does not. Rather, I'd rather take off that thing, put on your shirt, put a tie on you, put a jacket, polish your shoes, and say, now you look nice. Because apparently you must become European first before you can become Christian. In order for God to accept you, He cannot accept you in your authenticity. He needs first to take you through the culture of the dominant culture, which is the colonial culture, before you can actually become an acceptable Christian. An intelligent conversation needs to take place where we say, is everything that we are doing in the Christian church Christian? Or some of the things, norms, and rituals that we are performing are actually European culture, but now they've been couched and packaged as Christianity. The way we sing, for example, the way we dress, for example, the way we eat, for example, the way we celebrate our things.
Majority of our cultures are lost. The ones that aren't, we do not want to practice because according to Christianity, according to Islam, those practices are demonic. So now these religions have taken over our culture. So now we do things in Africa like the Europeans do, like the Arabs do. So now Africans are asking, who are we and what are we doing exactly? Are we Africans or are we Europeans or are we Arabs? So we are seeing this overnight shift in the mindset of people across Black Africa. I don't know what it's going to look like in the next 10 years or in the next 50 years, but I feel like the foundation for something great is already being set. Because if you have people who are 100% decolonized and in tune and proud of who they truly are as a people, then they bring forth the next generation of decolonized, spiritually and mentally free people who are going to do great things. This right here is how we break the vicious circle of mental slavery we have in the African Black community, and I'm here for it.
So that is why we have several denominations in Christianity and several sects in Islam.
All because of business.
Business. Saudi gets about $120 billion every year out of pilgrimage. So we have two forms of Christians. The false religion, which they've converted a lot of people into it. So you are just there wasting your time. You raise your hand to pray to a false god. You're praying to nobody. But they do the practicality over there in the Catholic Church, the Vatican. So right now, as I speak, the Vatican, which constitutes about 802 people in the 2020 population census, that year, 802 people, with a land mass of 0.2 square kilometers, is richer than the whole of African continent. And it is the richest single entity in the whole world, second to only the United States government. They have assets worth over $10 trillion. Because when they opened the churches worldwide, when the tithes were coming, they didn't spend them, they invested them. And they also do the practicality over there to get what they want. And they told you, you should raise up your hands and pray. So we have prayed up to date, we've got nothing. And we are not even asking ourselves, is it these people, haven't they lied to us? And they don't even care about African Christians who are wallowing in poverty. So anybody who creates a religion, that person and their children, their children's children, and their descendants will live in comfort, luxury. They'll be enjoying lives on this earth till the end of time. And you, the convert, will be wallowing in poverty. They will come and tell you when you die, you go to some false heaven.
Some what?
False heaven. Whilst they are living in heaven here. So when the Vatican, the Catholic Church was amassing wealth, others came to realize it. Britain and America saw that there was something secret they were keeping from them. So they also severed themselves and formed the Anglican Church, English American Church. Then that was when other people started creating. So that is why we have several denominations in Christianity and several sects in Islam.
All because of business.
Business. So the Arabians, the Saudi monarch is richer than the whole of African continent. But he's not even helping we, the poor Muslims in this country. And every year, we still send money to them in the form of pilgrimage. And they are taking. Saudi gets about $120 billion every year out of pilgrimage. We have Hajj and we have Umrah. So we Muslims in Ghana are the poorest in this country, but we still send money to these people. When I was telling my people, they got angry. So I kept quiet. And I told them, let's worship, wallow in poverty, and die. We'll go to heaven. When we are revealing this secret, they told us that anybody who apostatizes, if you renounce Islam, they should kill you. Anybody who speaks against that religion, they should kill you. When you finish, you come and tell me you are God's children. Revelations.
Jesus Christ is a stranger in Africa. You will definitely pack your load and go.
And we are telling our people, a black man, you cannot serve a God that was given to you by your slave master. How is this possible? Think, Africa, think.
So we are seeing a shift here on the continent. The tides are changing, although slowly, but certainly. Africans are denouncing foreign religions. So Islam, Christianity, they are backing out and want absolutely nothing to do with it ever again. An awakening is going on, guys. Africans have been asleep for a very long time, but they are finally waking up. And we're talking about all across the continent. It's happening. I have two clips right here I'm going to put up for you guys to see from Nigeria here and from Congo. These clips are from. And this is happening because Africans are slowly, finally starting to realize that these religions are nothing but a tool that was used to colonize, enslave, and subdue them. As you could see and hear for yourself, this is happening right now on the continent, guys. Slowly but certainly, it is happening and it is spreading. The minds of the people are getting decolonized. Like I said, it's an awakening that's going on. If you go on TikTok, you would see numerous young people making decolonizing content, hitting it back to back with accurate historical events that they would rather we forget, that are not being taught in schools. African children are deconstructing everything from South Africa to Nigeria to Ghana. You see people making content on TikTok and it's beautiful to see. Right now, I'm just going to get out of your hair and let the next clip roll so you guys can see and hear for yourself. And this next clip is coming from Nigeria, actually from my state, Edo State. It's happening and it's happening somewhat majorly. It's like an overnight change. We are seeing this new this new turn of events. It's almost as if someone just snapped their finger and everybody's waking up, like the veils are just falling out of our people's eyes, left, right, center, and I'm here for it.
Jesus Christ is a stranger in Africa. You will definitely pack your load and go. We are telling you today to pack your load and go. All those evil havoc you are becoming, the committee in our community, committee in Nigeria, committee in Africa, we tell you, Jesus Christ, pack your things and go. That you and all your followers, all your agents, that you people are fake. Those fake miracles that you people are doing stage manage, it is fake. We know it's fake. So if you know you can heal any sickness, Jesus Christ, we are putting this question to you. If you can heal any sickness, if your reverend fathers can heal any sickness, if they can heal any person that is sick, if they can cure any sickness, let them come and meet us on the 1st of November in Irua Specialist. I challenge all the reverend fathers, I challenge all the apostles, they should come so that they can heal any kidney patient there, they can heal any person that have liver problem, any person that have kidney problem, any person who is sick, so that they will just pray and the person will get up and go home without paying anything again from the hospital. So I want you people to come and I'm challenging every of you. You say you can raise up the dead. Yes, come there. They will bring out a dead person for you all to pray and let the person walk. You say Jesus Christ can give us life. Yes, we will look for one dead transformer so that you stretch your hand on it and pray for the transformer so that the transformer will give us life. So put on the light. They tell you that Bible did not burn. If you put it like this, it will not burn. But when you tear it one after the other, it will burn. So the Bible is just like other novel. If you carry any other book and put it just like this, it will not burn, it burn because it comes together. So as they come to Africa, come to Nigeria, kill our mother, use our children to feed newborn baby. You can see this little child here now. This little child. If it is in abroad, they will be paying this child. So they put us in zero condition. So we don't want that any longer. So we want our children to train them from school, and those our children will get jobs. So it's money. Yes. They say we know, but it's money. It's money. Look at it. It's money. They have killed so many of our mother by tricking them in Benin. Even when the Hausa was alive, Archbishop the Hausa, he brought so many of our mothers to Loki, destroyed them, made them to mad, killed them without saving them again. It's money. Look at it, it's money. So if you want to burn it, you tear it like this.
So guys, this is a little update from the continent. Of course, not every African is here yet, but we are seeing that this thing is spreading. Of course, everybody is not going to get to this mindset overnight, but something great is definitely happening on this continent. Our people are standing strong and saying no to things they do not want anymore. We see as well what's going on in the political realm, what's happening in Burkina Faso and Mali, the beautiful changes that's going on. Of course, the damage done is severe. The changes may not happen overnight, but we are starting to see that there is hope for the future. There is hope for the next generation, because when the minds of the people are starting to change, that affects the next generation, right? So I'm very, very hopeful for a better future for the continent.
There are most times that we are trying to tell our people, the African people, that the Bible was used as a major tool to destroy Africa. And there is this new generation of Christians who have come, who think they know everything but don't understand anything, come and refute our claims and be saying everything that they like. Today I want to touch on this important Bible chapter, Genesis 11. I call it the Genesis 11 code. Okay, once upon a time in Genesis 11, there were people living in a particular location. They were so united that they speak one language, did everything together, and this unity made them very strong. Then there was this God who saw that no, this thing was threatening. How can people be united? Even the God stated in the book that this is the old beginning of what they can do with this unity. They will be so powerful that the God feared how they would be. So the God decided to go down there, cause confusion among these people so that he can scatter them across the earth. And he did. Using the language barrier, he went there, caused confusion, changed everyone's language so that so far as you cannot understand what I'm saying, then we find our way, we part. This same code was what was used in the Berlin Conference in 1884 to 1885 to divide Africa. The British, the French, the Portuguese, the German actually played God with Africa. They were the God. They came, saw this united Africa, and decided to divide Africa into regions using this language barrier so that they could rule over us. And this is what they did. So they divided Africa among themselves. They take one British colony, surround it with a bunch of Francophone colonies, in order that we might not be able to communicate with them in case we want to break loose. Because if I speak English and I go to a Francophone to actually tell him we should unite, it's not going to work because of the language differences. This is what they did. This is how they destroyed Africa using this same Bible. I'm not even going to the Negro Bible or anything. Let's just stick to the Genesis 11 story. See how everything played out until today. This division has cost us our unity because why? The African unity is a threat to these people, because once you are united, you gain strength. Once you are united, people cannot fight against you. So they made sure they use this Bible to actually make this thing possible. And we are telling our people, a black man, you cannot serve a God that was given to you by your slave master. How is this possible? Think, Africa, think.
If you ain't got you a shovel, I suggest that you go get you one, because you gonna definitely need to dig this, get them niggas like on your bones.
Today.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Caged birds don't fly free, in the nutrients where our minds be. Enraged words don't like peace. Please open your doors and try me. Play verbs won't snipe me. Bill ways, purse might spike. Leave synonyms, you the cinnamon. Stay kosher, baby, don't bite me. My brochure, pay the light fee. Let's convolog, excite me. What's in your mind, I sightsee. I keep you wet like ripe tea. Y'all keep it fresh like white tees. I've been roaring like a Hemi. Most people never get me. I come from LeBeau and Remy. Blow smoke and drinking Henny. Pop bottles and broken images. A situation trendy. Famous without a million. while seeking to find a million. I know somebody feel me. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do, baby. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do, baby. Look what daddy do.
Like draw everybody into Young's radio.
Yeah. My memory is the picture. My body do all the painting. You got me when all is shady. Young Slim with the love and hate. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do, baby. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do, baby. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do.
Purchase new tracks today.
Judge and condemn me or anybody else. We live that suicide life. We doing suicide right. This gift that's life inside in Christ. I conjure high conditions like you Rahu kept me in the light. Y'all need to put them pills aside. Y'all just said you would die. Distance it up in the whipping and I'm feeling right. Whipping and I'm feeling. Where's the rest of the stay with you? Where's the rest of the stay with you? Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do, baby. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do, baby. Look what daddy do.
Purchase your tracks today.
Look what daddy do. Look what daddy do, baby. Look what daddy do.
Fresh up out the D to the C, back into the D, back into the C. As you see, copy and repeat. Nigga, take a seat, let me be like a human being. Listen as we breathe, as I speak, practice as I preach. You think me a beast cause you sleep, nigga, feel the beat. I need therapy, so you read when I feel a sneeze. Getting rid of me's like a rock stuck up in the heat. Take them to the streets in the dark side. Superman is me. They be letting go. Shots fired. Never handle me. How you managing? By the king over everything. Blood is what we drink. Like a vamp in the scary scene. How is it we team when we cutting up the very thing? Nothing in between but the cream and killing baby's dream. Now we know the scene when we giving dope the sling. Slitting throats for your green. I go green, but I see we safe with him. And I dream of black God with black stars to make space and blast off you mascots. The mask off, the flame set, the gas pops, and cutting down the dead trees, no matchbox like white cops. Why be I a militant mind of black ops? When spitting fire, you come alive like crack rocks. I spit in the soil, I speak in the soil. I'm healing oil to turmoil and make you boil. I'm sitting back like crackpots. And this, I think, we are the change. We, it is not I that changes things. It is we who become the change. We seek, we find by doing, and doing to do differently. We lead by example. We show them how to do it. Whatever it is, we teach ourselves to help ourselves by helping others. With what we have, we spread the seeds, we spread the bread, and the only way to spread bread is to break it down in pieces and hand it out. This is how we multiply. But I need to hear you speak. I am nothing without y'all. I become selfless. Me dying to myself is the sacrifice I need to be. Yes. No thing is broken until it's broken, and no thing will remain broken. Thinking and unbroken thoughts, it is only how you see it to be. If you keep saying it is broken, then you have to seek a way to reconnect these things. No thing stays or shakes unless it is moving, and no things break unless it is forced to. We all have room for improvement. 1989, season 2 of the 3rd month and 14th day, 2 years of age, from the D to the C. Then back to the D to the C again. Do you see what it is, or do you see what you want to see? When there is a need for change, you must be what is needed. It is not the system that is broken, it is the builders who built it, who are now seeing how they have misused the plans they had to do so. How you look at this is key. To redesign is to first undo the original design, to make greater in the purpose to become new. In this, we are renewed as a quantum mind. This is the mind of change, the mind of greatness. Yes, oh yeah, yeah, hallelujah. Stuck in elevate, we levitate. Intermediate to meditate. Somebody give me love and not hate to medicate.
You cannot come down here and harass these guys because they're black.
Appreciate the gift that I've been given for the way of Yahweh. Yes, oh yeah.
These niggas don't fuck with me, but so they always wanna come around and act like so. I told these niggas you act like nothing but fiends, and yet they always come around and look at me. Just cause I'm doing better than all of them, they always gotta come around me and see it.
Yeah, play that beat back. Roll that beat back, son. Let me get a chop at that.
But I hear, I'm gonna get this out because I'm about to start writing this shit down.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while you talking about them fiends, I know exactly how we feeling and what he means. Check this, I took them stones and a couple pieces of that bud, but that's okay. Tell them this is nothing but that buddy's love. No child's play, but kick it like it's old school on my kid and play. Back in the house, it's time to party. You see them lights as they flicker and start to change. Like these people with their brains going out, go insane. I'm insane in the membrane like it's Pinky and yes, the brain while he drinking his cup of alcohol. I just do my thing, I'm saying peace, nigga. Slaying beasts, nigga. We carry peace, nigga. Or carry peace up in the streets, nigga. Bloody is carry. You saying it's scary like Mary, but even Mary was bloody like Carrie. Carrying Jesus' peace. You carry Jesus' peace, but don't believe in Jesus' peace. I'ma let the thesis speak.
Only thing I tell these niggas is to watch what you do. Get off your ass and go try to do something like get a fucking job and then get a lot of money, then go buy a car. And after that you can do whatever the fuck you want. Get you a girl, then get you a gun. What? Put that shit with your Bible, no one can harm you then. Don't worry about the street shit, cause it ain't gonna be with you then.
I got my holy Bible, that's my rifle. You can say it's #1, Yahusha, it's my biggest gun. I bring bouquets of flowers, King Kong, boy, I'm illest with this shit. I call it bananas, you make them split and make them clips. Whew. I got one magazine, so don't you slip. I don't need this gun to make a picture you can carry like you carry zips. Now pull it up like you would fix your lip. Ghostface, I'm off the dome like you drop your jaw onto that shit. Nigga. Cold flow, bro. We getting better. Cypher. What is your gun? Saudi Arabia was like,
That, you know, you got co-organizations, subcommittees, you know, almost everything within the Bangladesh engineering diploma industry.
Saudis, UK, USA.
That right there is proving
Kuwait.
that everything that's programmed right now is coming from Bangladesh.
This is why you can easily find your IEA or IEM number online and shit like that. Bluetooth, what do they call it?
Actually, I have an idea since I have no authorization over it because it's in a different country.
What's they call it?
VPN or some shit?
No, not that. The road map thing, the electric map and shit like that. Google Maps, but it's really. Where is that?
Two things. It's a VPN and it's a search engine.
That's interesting.
Right. So it's going to show me in the United States.
Stop.
Right there.
Herding cattle. Threat connects vision for better intel feeds. This shit just keep getting better
I
and
don't
better.
want to see that. It's covering the content, Google.
We're teaching y'all how to conduct undercover investigations on your own.
As you can see, it's currently showing.
Welcome to the ink.
So you can see it's currently showing us where exactly we are. IP address, so I can't say exactly where we are. Another location for me, and the IP address for that location. So go ahead, government. Go through my shit again. You're gonna find out I'm all the way over here.
I'm gonna block y'all ass. And we just got this off of this right here. You might have to, maybe not. Metropolitan Police 2502. Mind you, that's ISIS right there. Or Asherah. You see the arms holding the scales, and then you look at the top part, look like a head, and then the light above it. And then it looked like a body of a woman. The torso and the legs and shit like that.
As soon as I went on, it tried to say network not available no more.
Oh, y'all got mad you hearing us talking about shit?
See? Y'all trying to get mad now, huh? Y'all trying to get into my shit. It ain't gonna happen. You see, I knew you were trying to get in before you were trying to get in. It's letting me know. You ain't gonna do a damn thing. If you really want to do something, you better come and knock on his motherfucking door right now. But I don't see that happening.
Pause real quick. Artificial stuff is not really that good. But I'm gonna tell you this stuff right here, I'm gonna need like hundreds of these things. Organic. And like this. Because this stuff right here, this is the shiznit. I'm just saying. Back to our now messages.
ID, member name, father's name, and their actual file that I can download. But one thing that's awfully weird to me, like, let me choose a name that looks awfully familiar on here.
Shabar Ahmed.
It sounds like someone's trying to say, I shit on the bar, can you help me?
Shabar Ahmed.
It sounds like someone said, I shit on a bar, can you help me?
Shabar Ahmed.
Shabar, help me.
Shabar Ahmed. You ain't right. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Mr. Shabar Ahmed, I feel for you, bro. Oh, snap. It is 12. Bro, this clock just looks like one of them old-fashioned just...
You know what? I'm just going to choose a random ass nigga. How about that?
This clock is one of those... It reminds me of like some English, British type feel to it.
Here you go. Look at it. First of all, if this is a industry of diploma engineering in Bangladesh, why exactly do you need, to make specific names, member ID, date of birth, email, district, father name, mother name, spouse name, religion, cell phone, sex, blood group, land phone, national ID, present, permanent mailing. That's just your personal shit. They also go into education, services, and training records. All for you.
Nigga, that's the Fed bugs. Central Intelligence. Hold up, let me see that logo.
No?
You got the gear on it like a clock. Excuse me. Bust that note. Oh, look it, the world's flat. What are the darker zones for?
Why does that look like China?
That
looks like China.
The
outbreak of the COVID was supposedly in the southeast of China. where the highest percents are.
Well, essentially, the Japanese and Chinese are on all the electronic shit. They
Same
manufacture
shit.
that.
Same shit. They like animated porn, everything.
Oh,
Like it
auto
fucking
industry.
matters.
Alright, let's turn the movie on while we still there studying.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna be here for like hours. Bro, we need to get paid for this. Get paid to watch movies and breakfast and be coded.
To be like, yeah, here's a couple thousand.
How many minutes is in it? How many minutes? We haven't even got like 10 minutes, have we?
No.
What's going on?
Well, we close. No, we.
Yeah, lots of trouble. We getting lots of complaints about some kid out here throwing parties, selling drugs, beer. I don't believe.
Oh. That was a joke.
It was an attempt.
She's stupid.
Oh, it was a joke. It was an attempt.
Wait,
It was an attempt.
Mike, detective. Detective Mike.
I'm like detective.
Go.
Detective Mike.
Yeah, go. All moms are scary, by the way.
All moms are scary, by the way.
Andy's mom.
It's meeting you, Detective Mike. Bye, Mike.
See you later, Andy.
That nigga said hall moms was scary, by the way.
The screaming mom. Really?
He got his shit on his back too. Look.
Thought you were out with your friends.
Flashpoint.
Maybe just come
Look,
back inside.
bro, that nigga black. I'm dark skinned. He got his badge. I got my badge. Only reason why I don't have a number on mine is because y'all niggas ain't about to trace me.
Alright, go ahead, be careful. I ain't gonna get no dawn now.
I got something for you.
See that shadow? Right above my bed.
The one where your pillow is casting a shadow?
No, it was above that. Like it looked like there was definitely a shadow there because as soon as I walked in, I was about right here. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah, this is where I feel that heaviness, bro.
It's starting to get a little bit darker.
It's like a pressing feeling, a pressure. Like, nigga, where you get all the masks from? Shit. Nigga, that's why they couldn't find no masks and shit. You got the whole big ass box of them bitches right here. What the fuck? Where did these come from? They just appeared out of nowhere.
I said I'm gonna start grabbing some shit.
Bro, out of nowhere, like, where the fuck did all these masks come from? Shit. Hey, I was putting together my my emergency kit.
It's the red light. It's the red light. That's what's doing it.
I felt it left off.
What?
You just got that pressure went away.
Blue light.
Bro, your room has got portals in it. I can tell you that right now.
I would switch down one.
Plus the shit that y'all release in the environment and shit like that. I'm gonna teach you about demonology, bro. In the Bible, you gotta know. I know it's meant for you to know and to learn.
I'm getting spikes, like goosebumps right now.
Is this paper? If it is, I'm eating it. I'm eating it today, nigga.
Yeah, I had to hide my shit from there.
Man, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. I'm gonna leave some certain comments alone that I be feeling and thinking, but
Come on for work.
nigga, where? Ooh, you got firecrackers and shit out of nowhere.
Black hats.
I need a whole bunch of them, bro.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
What is that? Fucking talisman? Like the bloody Yoja. Where did you get this?
Been having it for a while.
This is a talisman.
Oh, what?
A talisman.
What is that?
It's used as a gateway piece for ritual prayers and stuff.
Still got that.
I be anointing and praying over shit that people give me, bro, because you never know what the fuck their intentions was when they had and what they was doing.
Or sometimes that shit get released in your house.
I'm gonna read it.
I ain't touching that shit. That's all I needed to know. I plead. I mean, it's not gonna hurt me, but I touch and plead the blood of Yahushua over it. That's a lot. I'll watch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you need to get a battery for that, bro. They don't sell those like that no more.
Especially with a clip like that.
That's a relic.
Right. Look at that designs and shit on the back.
She gave you that one too?
My mother, yeah.
That's old school. Got the buck on it.
Yeah, same thing with the other thing.
Shabbat Shalom. Following this video, there will be videos that you can go up and look on YouTube that I will be posting today as well. First of all, let's get right into it. Father Yah, in your name, Abun Yahusha, lead us and guide us, give me the words to say and to speak. And then while you're speaking through me, cleanse my heart, cleanse my spirit, and have your way and take control and remove all demonic activity, voices, presences by your blood, consume it by your fire. Heal us and bring us closer to you, greater than ever before, and block off all the ways that's necessary and possible for the enemy to come in and breach or take this word. It's canceled and sealed by your blood in your name. And I ask that you touch us and open our hearts and our eyes and our ears and deeply renew our minds and our hearts and let us know, it's time. Give us revelation and visitation in your name, Father Yah. Amen. So, the AI occult intelligence, okay? They follow blind leaders and blind guides. The law of the land, the law of creation, the common law, sovereign law, criminal, municipal, natural, private, public, sovereignty law, of nature is Psalm 119, Exodus 21 through 17 is Psalm 91. Yirmiyahu chapter 10, and what we fight against in this world, Ephesians chapter 6, 10 through 21. It is an angelic war. Ion 14, meaning Yahukanan or John 14. This is a structure of the genetic modification, the geoengineering of our environments, of all biochemistry, and the cloning, the mimication of the mirror of being created in the image and likeness of Yahuwah, all those who we are. This is a uniform, an assembly, a bodily code or a law, the rule and law of Yah. So the NASA pharmakeia is all things that are contrary to Yah. And NASA means deception, pharmakeia means the sorcery and the poisoner, the hasatan, the slander of the demon, the adversary, as one body, with many members as we look at our hands, but as one body. So we're going to show some things that's going on here in Denver, Colorado in diverse ways in different videos. Leave a comment, share if you like, and also join us on Flipgrid. Those of you who know us, send these emails, these videos, and we're going to get into some deep stuff, and we're going to go deeper than we went before, because it's time to release some things in Yahushua's name. So as a native of Shamayim and Nasrim, and of Yahudim, of Yashraelim, Yara Harusalim, Yahuwah Yahusha, decree declared, so be it. Let's get it. You want war? We got the war, baby. Praise be to Yah. Yeah, hallelujah. His creation, the intentions of the heart. He knows what we will do with what we know or what we learn. He knows. He sees, he hears. The eyes of Yahuwah are in all place, in every place, keeping watch on both the just and the unjust, just as he provides for both the wicked and the unjust. You see what I'm saying? So there's an equilibrium in that. That's basic aromatics and hydroponics at the same time. It's a whole system. You need water for blood to flow in the body. You need the oil for it to keep it shining, to keep it producing what it, so your your transmission, if you will, or your alternator doesn't go out. So your nerves and your tendons and veins and everything don't dry up and get all rusty and ugly looking and nasty, get all sick and stuff like that. So it's the basic respiratory and digestive and nervous system that is needed for the way of life, as Yahusha is the way and the truth of life.
The ancient way, follow the ancient path, doesn't mean in their form of a new world order, go and worship or follow other pagan, other wicked spirits, feeling like you are your own creator. You are not your own creator. We have the ability of our creator in us. This is why we're created in his image and likeness. But without him, working with him and letting him lead and teach us, it will not be done right. It will fail. It is fallacy. We are too finite, We need both the masculine and feminine. Yah is mother and father. Pater and matter. You know what I'm saying? Not anti-matter. You know what I'm saying? The black atom and the white atom. You know what I'm saying? He created all colors. So Esau and Yahud they knew they were brothers. But the deception among each other and the hatred among each other led to this. We reap what we sow. Parable of the vineyard. You know what I'm saying? This is the fig tree. I was the fig tree. Yahusha spoke to me. And I came alive again. We were cursed because we rebelled against our Father. We left our home. Just like those wicked, our brothers and and sisters that left home, our home on their own abode to come down here to fornicate with the women. Bear giants. Where all these government projects and secrets of, giants and Smithsonian cover up the giant bones and some of the trees that were cut down with the angels that labored at the trees and stuff, and now they look like giant mountains, but they're actually giant treetops, some of them. Take Lebanon, for example, and the symbol on their tree, on their flag is a tree. And then recently, in Lebanon area, there was a bombing done, where they say it was an explosion at a firework factory. Okay, so some fireworks came and exploded. But if you ever seen a missile drop on anything, they dropped a missile. That is the beginning of a huge manifested war we are to face. Many of you, Yah has told you to be equipped and equip you and get ready, prepare yourself. You've had dreams of this. There will be an invasion of China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, that there's over oil and resource there, that they're going to be involved in this war as well. I will tell you that America will be destroyed. It will be utterly ripped in pieces. It will be ripped in 3 different pieces. It will be destroyed. There will be a missile shot in the Babylon River off the coast of New York as well. You find that on the $10 bill. Every attack that's happened on this soil has been from the same Phoenicians, the same Chaldeans, the same, people who have enslaved Yah's people through the works of the Nicolaitans, which he hates. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the Council of Nicaea, the Council of Nicola. It's the same people. It's the same people. It's the so-called Aryan race. You know what I'm saying? Half angel, half man. Same thing with the dinosaurs. Half, you know what I'm saying? They come on, man. A lot of those dragons lived in the water, such as the T-Rex. Look at his arms. The T-Rex had wings at one point in time, There's creatures, there's water spirits, there's all types of, different spirits. When you look at the Matrix, it's the same display. When you look at the movie Inception, in this world, their new world theory of Atlantis, people waiting for a new world order. The new world order has been here for I don't know how long. The ideal to keep it going influences the progression of the works and the servitude, indentured servitude, or willingness to do marine or maritime admiralty trade by law of the sea, the births, and the docking, the documents of the births, just like the birth certificates and the IDs, social security cards. It's a secret. Keep it secure. The security of the secret, the occult, the hidden thing, what is covered over. You know what I'm saying? They've hidden the truth and unrighteousness. They hold the truth and unrighteousness. Psalm 83, they have conspired against your people, your hidden ones, to destroy us, to wipe out the name of Israel so that we may no longer be a people. The Indian problem, to wipe out the Indians. Cowboys and Indians? Come on, man. Cowboys and aliens? Where do you think they get these concepts from? Where do you think they get women's rights from? They got that from Genesis 3. Yah reestablished what he had spoken. That's all it was. He had reinforced it. We are here as Yah's ambassadors in the earth to enforce his word. So who is the government? It is Yah's people, B'nai Elohim, Yahudim, of Shamayim, in the earths. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earths as it is in Shamayim. Salem. Part 1, Prayers of the People. Nurah. Ente Elohi Elohi Yahushamim. Let there be light.
Because all the welfare system is oppression. You keep these people down. You keep them down. You kill prisons to get locked up. This prison is the only place in the motherfucking country where you can go in slavery still legal. And you know who's responsible for that shit? Who's responsible for why the prison system is so fucked up? Everybody's fucking favorite president. Black people's second favorite president is responsible. You know, like the first favorite president is Obama. Their second favorite president is who?
Clinton.
And why? Because he got his dick sucked in office. Don't nobody know his motherfucking policy. Don't nobody know what the fuck he actually did. He's responsible for the three-strike rule. He's responsible for the mass incarceration. Why you think Hillary Clinton knew exactly how to undo it?
And them niggas followed Darwin's theory.
Reagan too. He was really bad in office too with that shit.
I keep trying to tell people, bro, Nazis
Reagan?
run
Yeah.
this whole country. Nazis been running this country. People like, she's great. Nigga, do you don't see, you know what the fuck the cross means? Do you know where it began? Do you know what Christianity truly is? That's Satanism. That's Luciferian Knights Templar Freemasonic order.
See, and it's funny too.
This is a KKK city.
And it's funny too because when Reagan was trying to get in office again,
13.
7 floors in the Vatican. How many stages of hell are there? 7.
You said 7 floors in the Vatican?
Yeah,
Well, there's 13. I know there's 13 chambers.
13 chambers.
13 chambers, 7 floors, 7 layers of hell, just like when they say 7 layers of heaven. That whole shit is dedicated to Lucifer, nigga. The whole shit.
here's what's funny because
Christianity, cross, nigga, it's the same shit. That's why people keep talking Jesus. Jesus said, your lifestyle is the way of the cross, my nigga. You don't have to carry the truth and the persecution that comes with
see Nixon and all them. It's funny because they were Klans members and everyone didn't believe that shit. But what do you call it? His campaign manager, no, or I think it was Nixon's or Reagan's, one of them. Got caught pretty much saying that, before, when we're in office, we used to be able to say nigger, nigger, nigger. Now we can't say that. Now we got to put it in a different perspective of words, making it sound different, but meaning the same thing.
Like all the pedophilia shit that's going on right now, these niggas is going to jail. They going to jail now. They in some big motherfucking
That's because y'all flipping the phones.
Jeffrey Epstein? Yo, he killed himself, right? Well, the bitch who was right there, his assistant, who was booking all the females, helping recruit the little young girls from the rape, she's going to trial Friday. She's probably going to be dead before then. But she's already released.
Recruits them for him to rape. How the fuck you going to recruit some?
She telling these little girls, yeah, he got a job for you. You come clean his house.
See,
you come
I'm calling this right
now.
Ivanka's going to run for 2028.
Have a female president, bro, so it's alright.
I'm telling you, she's gonna run for 2028.
Because females, real talk, most females are the most corrupt.
What I just need America,
or it might be
I need
this,
America to know one thing. It is our fucking right to overthrow our government.
I'm thinking bachelor's in exist. Nigga, military-minded guerrilla warfare militia.
It is our right to overthrow
the right to overthrow a tyrannical government.
No, because you remember I copied that thing and I always keep it on my phone.
That's why ambassador was created.
Listen, I know everybody gonna hate me for this, but I'm all for Kanye being president. You wanna know why? We need a real nigga that's gonna tell somebody shut the fuck up.
Not even controlled by a whole bunch of
Seriously, we do. Not gonna lie, we do.
Look, let me be president. I would. Look, first of all, build the barriers. So I got everybody's name, the Federal Reserve, all the niggas.
Just like when he went out, and they finally let him go, he went out and gave that speech for all the people he told them, like, ain't nothing wrong with me. Motherfuckers locked me up and drugged me.
Hey, that's what they do, bro.
See, that's why I have it right here. All men are created equally, that they are endowed by their creator.
Oh, dude, that mysterious who fell off the bridge. He threw his ass off that bridge. He had multiple videos at the beginning of each video. I'm not suicidal.
Oh, and if you
I'm
look
not
at
letting
too,
him tell you I'm suicidal.
and don't you remember too with that Trump investigation?
Yeah, that's the same shit. The whole pedophile
They talking about
ring. That's why they put it in the
Hillary. They got Hillary
And,
in WikiLeaks sending emails to Obama.
They used to have that
They,
shit.
Obama sent a WikiLeaks to Clinton to Hillary talking about the pizza and hot dog party is arranged for the White House.
That's where they got that movie from, Sausage Party.
$65,000 on pizza and hot dogs from Chicago. First red flag is who the fuck is spending $65,000 on pizza and hot dogs. Second red flag, who the fuck that live in the White House and got as much money as y'all is eating pizza and hot dogs? Why the fuck does Hillary Clinton send an email back stating, why are we having this party at the White House? We never have these parties at the White House. We have places to do this at.
Niggas is a target on every level, bro.
Pizzas are little girls. Hot dogs are little boys. Chickens are just little kids.
That shit's so nasty, bro.
See, and here's the funny thing, because
But see, that's why people need them laws, bro, going all the way back when they started doing this shit, and even on their own websites to use that shit as ammo, bro. Because my whole thing is like, nigga, I don't care anymore. You sit there and you try to come after my people, bro, you gonna get your ass shot, nigga, or something. I'm not taking that shit no more, period. And you don't have to. People just have to be, those who are willing, those who are going to, those who are willing, you know what I'm saying, they gonna do it, they gonna see that there's no way out of it, bro. It's either you gonna have to fight or you gonna die, period. That's the only way, bro.
Malcolm X is not Martin Luther.
I combine Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Moses, Joshua, all the.
remember when they started talking about the CARES Act and everyone got so excited
Martin Luther
about
King
it.
didn't want this. Guess what? His ass was peaceful and protesting, and they still killed his ass.
But
so I'ma have my gun. Fuck that.
But even in that though, he had his part to play. That was his part to play. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was designed to do.
But guess what? I can do the same thing, but I'm gonna protect myself at the same time.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying for that part, that was his part. That was his position that God had gave him for that part. But yes, even if
most
Jesus,
Americans don't even know that Martin Luther King didn't die from the gunshot.
yeah, he didn't die on contact anyway. They asphyxiated him. Asphyxiated him. And then even Jesus said, if you don't have a sword, buy you one. Sell all that you have. No, you talk about. That's why I said I don't give a shit who don't like you. I love y'all. Because if he telling me to get a sword, why the fuck you need a sword if you don't get a sword? I'm just saying. You can't go pray for everybody and be like, oh, be helping in the name of Jesus. They gonna be like, nigga, have you ever seen a person, a demoniac person, look at you and sit there and laugh as soon as you say that name? I was like, I'm gonna need something else.
CARES Act and everything, when they started talking about, everyone got so excited about, I get $1,200 stimulus check and shit, right?
That shit's have you heard my motherfucking cold weather freestyle that I did on Instagram?
And you want to know what the
I didn't
CARES
hear.
Act
I
stands for?
don't be on social media like that. They keep tracking my shit.
You want to know what the CARES Act stands for?
Tapping my phone to
Listen, my Instagram is used for one thing and one thing only. All of them. All my social media, music. All my shit public now.
See, here's the funny thing.
Nigga, I can't help myself. When I see shit like that, bro, injustice, I have to speak
Coronavirus
on
Aid,
it, bro.
Relief, and Economic Security Act.
You think I ain't speaking on it? I'm using my platform. I'm using my music to speak on shit. You ain't gonna stop me.
When I was here, they sent people here, bro. They didn't know how. They sent people here, my nigga. They saved. That's like, yep, I got my babies, and I ain't had no nothing at the time. Like, I but yeah. I can't wait to school niggas on that weed tip. When they be like, that's sinning. I'm like, okay, it's sinning, but God created you with an endocannabinoid system. Okay, explain this shit. It's not a sin. It's the mindset behind. That's the whole difference. Yeah, I mean, nigga, hemp is good for everything, bro.
Make paper, clothes,
paper, clothes,
Run
incense,
cars off that shit.
incense. You know what I'm saying? Hydrotherapy, all that shit, aromatic, all that.
That's
It's
one
good.
thing. If you were to make a car made of hemp, you could take a sledgehammer to that motherfucker. It ain't even gonna.
Or the filters and stuff like that they have. A lot of the engine filters and stuff.
That's
Nigga,
my thing, because I was looking, and one of
The priests used to wear hemp clothing, bro. That was a requirement for them to go into the holy of holies. Their clothing literally was linen.
You know what? I got an idea.
And they had hemp, and they had the gemstones too.
I got an idea now. So, because D, you know how to work on metalworks and shit like that.
It's a cold summer, Corona got these niggas hot. Told you stay inside, ain't no poster on the block. They hand out $1,000 checks so you will shut your mouth. They say just so the spread, there's nothing to worry about. They don't think about the food they take out of children's mouth. They laid you off from work, now you can't afford your house. They locked us all up and we ain't see a courthouse. Money, power, and control, that's what it's all about. Distracting us all and installing the 5G. It's pure radiation, that shit causes cancer disease. They say it's a virus, it's a respiratory disease. The shit hit like that, shit make it harder to breathe. I just want niggas to open up their eyes and see that this shit is way bigger than COVID-19. I just want niggas to open up their eyes and see that the government created COVID-19.
My nigga, I like that. Play that again.
Now look, here's the funny thing. Because look at you know one of these cars, right? Mm-hmm. Now the outer layer is fiberglass, right?
That's your project?
You wrecked that shit, right?
Say, look,
that cost
it's a
expensive
cold
as
summer,
fuck.
Corona got these niggas hot. Told you stay inside, ain't no poster on the block. They hand out $1,000 checks so you will shut your mouth. They say just slow the spread, there's nothing to worry about. They don't think about the food they take out of children's mouth. They laid you off from work, now you can't afford your house. They locked us all up and we ain't see a courthouse. Money, power, and control, that's what it's all about. Distracted us all and installing the 5G. It's pure radiation, this shit causes cancer disease. They say it's a virus, it's a respiratory disease. This shit hit like Fab said, make it harder to breathe. I just want niggas to open up their eyes to see that the COVID-19. I just want niggas to open up their eyes to see that the government created COVID-19.
We need to shoot them scenes for that video too right now. Hey, I got space.
Yeah, because I got the best camera out here right now. I got the 4K.
Let's get it in.
Look it.
Here's the funny thing about this.
Let's get it
You see my music video?
It's
It's
just
shot
like a
with
fucking.
this exact phone.
I believe it. Let's get it.
It's just like a doom buggy.
This is going in the
engine in the
movie,
back
baby.
right there.
Yeah, and the dust or something.
You know, few electrical things added to it afterwards. Other than that, fiberglass framing, the whole thing, no door or anything. You just hop in that bitch.
How much is that? That's what I
You
want
can
to
find
know.
one of those around here for fucking $3K. Depends.
Nigga,
But-
I have a
'cause
whole
here's
team
my
with
thing.
that.
That's my thing. Because you can go off
That's
for all
dope.
types of shit. But here's the thing, though. Most of it is just framework. Like if it's a doom buggy, you know, like GTA, that doom buggy that I had and everything.
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
I'm starting to hate this music shit already.
It's the same exact
Bro,
one.
bitches be all in my inbox.
See,
I ain't
it's the same
even
exact
famous
thing,
yet.
but a
know,
frame
bro.
on it.
I'm
So,
trying to tell you.
my thing is, it's like, okay, we could create the outer layer made out of hemp. And then we already know people that know how to work with metal, and you know, we can go ahead and make car frames.
I just want to make shit that smokes and blows.
Shit, only thing we will really need to do is make
Smokes
a
and
frame, put
blows.
an engine on it, wheels, done.
I want to make weapons. I want to make weapons. I want more weapons. I want to use weapons. Please give me the weapons. And give me the systems of information.
But Billy, this shit tripped me out. Let's see how many I get. Some more verified accounts to it. Yeah. These 2 moves. I got famous people looking at my stories.
Video almost like think about the bigger picture, right? You know, you see they have captions of the news where it's all look at the police shooting tear gas and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But think about this. What if you had a 360 music video? Let's say we can almost do it maybe VR2 where it shows that you're almost right there, first person seeing that tear gas, police being shot by pepper balls, everything, first-hand VR in a music video. And it's just like, oh, look it. Or if you're not in VR, you can be on your phone and be like, oh, shit, would you look at that? Like, damn, I didn't think it was that bad, but they're right there first-hand seeing it. Because people, when they look on the news or whatever, they see aerial views or, you know, about 1 to 2 minutes of actual ground, you know, views, but that's when things are calmer, you know, or whatever. But, you know, when you see something like, or let's say like a whole ass 360 view of something that's actually happening, then it's just someone's gonna sit there and think about it like, oh shit, you know, that's something else, you know. I'm actually seeing it. I'm able to see it right now. I see the devastation and the tear on people's faces up close and all this, knowing they're not actually there. A better way for people to experience it, knowing they like to be on this a lot.
Right.
Healing in life. Blood prophet. Mama.
See, 90.
How you gonna sit at the table that you ain't helped put together? Where your hands and your feet, your body been at? They been deep in the mud with us. Straight to your mouth, my nigga. Yeah. I'm like, what's up? 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 Hallelujah. Why? Feeling your life. What it up? What it up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's just different.
Hallelujah. I lose healing in life.
Different.
Blood prophet. Y'all better stop playing games. Do dada. Do dada. Do dada.
Different.
Do dada. I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. Do dada.
Different.
Do dada. Do dada. Do dada. I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. Yeah. Yo, I told you once, then I told you many times, quit playing. You mess with minds, that's your life.
Different.
Like a prison sentence. He
Either way they wanna get it. I remember when my mother was shook, locked herself inside a car. I told you it's your life when you mess with mine. It's a shooting star. Ever looked inside a black hole? Bang, boom. That's that dope that I doom. Hallelujah to the king. E.T.E. phone home. Yes, I'm in my zone. Because I praise y'all, you call me schizophrenic. You don't even know what it means. And you detached from your own mind. Wait. You mean your own mama set you up? Picky gotta play it right. Yeah, best believe. I slay devils, I kill witches. Bag in the body to bury bodies, kill switches. Huh. You better ask y'all. Do-da-da. Want it? You can come and get it anytime. I don't need a gun to speak, all I need is truth, faith and peace. Best believe I carry peace and peace in me in these streets. Do-da-da. I guess he wasn't acting right. They done set me up. Do-da-da. I guess he wasn't acting right. Do-da-da. I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. Do-da-da. 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 I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. I guess he must have had it coming. You know he wasn't acting right. Yeah.
Welcome to Compiliation Shelter, 2178 Victor Street. This is where we at. This is the room where nobody wants to be at. The lights flicker on and off. On top of that, check this out. Still smells like shit. 202 is free and open. I have 3 children. There's no water in here. How are we supposed to go to the bathroom and be able to flush? It already smells like shit. Look at that sewage problem. Look, check that out. That is feces. You can see where somebody wiped the shit on there. This is Compiliation. There's no plumbing in here. Look at that. Ain't no other water in. You feel me? These people tried to set me up before, got me kicked out, started a fight. Those management no longer here. I was on the lottery tonight. They made an assumption that somebody just let me in or I just came in or whatever with a group of people. It's all on camera. Told them to watch that. Told the one lady, I don't like you.
Because you're a Jezebel Lily type spirit. I ain't got time for the power and control issues. But hold up, I got some more evidence. Check this out.
Okay.
Look at his feet. I told them, 8 o'clock, 8:30, I would like to give them a bath. Look at this shit. His feet is dirty. See what I'm saying? Clothes, laying in the dirt. She didn't. She didn't. Name of the lady's name is Lily. Talking about, well, I gotta think realistically because everybody's in rooms and stuff with babies and family, and you can't take a shower now when they're sleeping. Check this out. Check this out. By the blood of Yahushua, I told y'all, y'all on lawsuit, got your ass. There's a whole police station right there. You know how many codes and you have broken health codes alone in here? This place is infested with bed bugs. Hold on, got more evidence. That shows how much they don't care, because they're never over here to help these families. Not one. Huh? What's up?
Huh?
You said what's up?
No, I was just singing a little song.
Oh. What room you said was open? You said room 202 was open?
They should have put y'all in 202 instead of putting y'all way down there with a non-working bathroom. Knowing that there's shower in that bathroom, they know all that stuff. And this stuff been broke for the last 3 months. They know that. They don't care. Just like they just throwed y'all anywhere. But they could have put y'all in 202. They've been having families in 202. They could have put y'all in 202. That way the shower and the bathroom works.
Right, and then if somebody gets thirsty at night too, you know what I'm saying? Plus children
There's
pee.
water right there.
I don't want to take y'all stuff. It's just.
Well, I'm not worried about water. I get food stamps. It's just not coming up.
We do too, on the 6th.
You know, I come 3 days later. So I'm not worried about no water. It's just water. I gave it to them downstairs. 2 45 things of water. 2 cases, brand new that I never used. You're purified.
Why do you say that? I think you're playing.
Did you fart? What?
I think
Did
you're
you
smelling
fart?
a burrito. I think you're smelling a burrito.
Your blood's flowing. Your C-type blood. You What? had corona at one point, but it ended. Your teeth are separated by divisions of equals, by decimals.
Alright, Miss Claire.
Let me see. Cleopatra? You have a size 9.5 in shoes, which is very small.
Never had COVID. I'm not a C blood type.
Your hands are very small. C blood type. And
There is.
you talk a lot. No, I'm joking.
I know I do.
I don't know. Can you not do that?
Do
very
what?
irritating
What?
and annoying.
Do they ever give y'all? Do they still give the families blankets and stuff?
They give people sheets and blankets. Why didn't they give y'all none?
That's my point.
You should have told them that. No, you have to ask for them. I said, oh shoot. Just saying. You have to ask for
I'll go ask him. I'll go ask him.
Both of these families had to ask for them. Sorry, you're under arrest.
Shit. I mean, yeah. But like I said, I'm just documenting this still because that proves that they had an open room. They had an open room.
Why
They just.
didn't you should have just requested, hey man, can y'all please put me in 202, but there's running water.
Man,
So,
look, the
children
first
can
time we
bathe
talked.
and I can bathe.
The first time, they already know that. I told them I wanted to bathe my children by 8 or 8:30, and she's shaking her head in the background. And I'm like, why are you shaking your head? You know what I'm saying?
Like she talking, well, I'm trying to think of a realistic way because everybody has families and.
Yeah, but y'all need to put me in. But could y'all please accommodate me and my children in room 202, where there's a working bathroom, because I need to bathe my children. They need to take baths. I need to take baths so I can wash my children's hair and my own hair.
The fact that I already said this stuff in front of their face and they still didn't do it just proves more evidence that y'all are targeting us. Because you have a whole other room that can accommodate us. And you chose not to do it. It's that purple door over there. So it doesn't matter what I say, they ain't gonna do it anyway. Obviously.
Truth whole lies, my
unless they
life.
force them more. So that's my whole thing. I just wanted to get it documented like I told them. Like, people want evidence, bet.
Thank you.
Rise, my king.
Healing in life. Healing in life in Yahushua's name. Blood prophet. When you say you love, when you say you love, you love, you say you love, when 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 you say you love, all up in the when you say you love, when you say you love, all up in the studio, when you say you love, all up in the studio, way up inside the studio, way up inside the studio. Yeah, studio, 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 you say you love, 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 studio, all up in the studio, you say you love, studio, studio, you say you love, studio, you say you love, all up in the studio, studio, you say you love. Hallelujah! Never gonna block my joy. Never gonna block my joy. Never gonna block my joy. We never gonna block my joy. 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 Never gonna block my joy.
Rise, my
I
king.
bind the spirit of emasculation off of these sons right now in the mighty name of Jesus. Reveal to them the truth about their manhood. Show them what it means to and looks like to be a true man of God according to you and not the world.
Rise,
Minister
my
unto
king.
their hearts, O Lord, so that they see that they are not weak for having or expressing emotions, nor are they less of a man for submitting to you. We cast down that false doctrine that they are living by loving and being equal to one woman. That marriage subtracts something from the Lord. We come against that, Lord, cover their hearts.
On that realest hit, y'all got no idea. On my realest spit, y'all brought hope and I see her. We got mixtapes past my age, no switch lanes, just road rage. Just shift planes, like realms break. They want war and peace, Jade Helm plays. And if we do compete, we stay low and pray. Champions in battle, straight ghost waves. All things are mine, leave them no escape. Way up inside the studio.
Arise, my king.
Alright, y'all. Yeah, hallelujah. What this song was inspired by a thought that I had of my daughter looking like a light skin her mama when she flared up her nostrils. But it's a shout out to you beautiful women, black indica queens, Latino freshness, European snow, you know what I'm saying, all the Mongolian goals, you know what I'm saying, every shade of woman. And this is a matter of fraternal graciousness. But a shout out to you women for one, because I love beautiful women. I am very discreet on my taste in women, and especially with the maturity and integrity of heart. When you don't lower yourself to other people's standards and compete with another woman or with someone else to try to be something you're not, but you cool with being you and you copacetic, learning your own algorithm and showing your dope freshness to the world. So in that being said, we paying a tribute today. Me and little bro JoJo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gave us the rest of the pieces, bring it together, and we gonna do a little duet for you beautiful women. And shout out to my daughter, Maya Yuvanique, my daughter to be, Sahara, Salara, and Zoe, so on and so forth. And my nieces, my cousins, my sister, my mom, grandmas, all you women out there who are not appreciated too much and can be appreciated more. Men, y'all need to step y'all game up, real talk. And just because, love y'all. Ready? Okay. Praise be to God. Blood of Yahushua. Recognition in the world. Life can be a struggle. In the words of Darius, hustle.
In the words of Darius, you're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, a pretty girl. That black mama with a pretty chocolate girl. God, man, you don't be thankful. Yeah, girl, don't.
When I feel that love, I feel that love.
You're looking like your light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl, a pretty girl. That mama with a pretty chocolate girl. God, man, you don't be thankful. Yeah, you got your rights, that's tight. My friends like you when you like them, that's right. That
Sing it, JoJo.
Yeah. You're looking like your light skin, your mama girl. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Your light skin, your mama girl. Your mama girl. Black mama, Mexican, white. You're looking like your light skin, your mama girl. Your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl. Your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl. Your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl. Your mama girl. You're looking like a light skin, your mama girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Black Mamba. Shout out to the white ones. Shout out to the Mexican ones. Shout out to the African ones. Shout out to the Indian ones. Shout out to all the Walmarts. Shout out to all the girls. Shout out to everybody. Can we get together?
Hey, that's straight up. You listen to Y'all Wave Radio production. Yes, so y'all. YBI, love, Y3. Think it's about time we had a heart to heart. Praise Yah. Killing black folks a trend nowadays in 2020. You get to see him executed, purged live, worldwide. Rest in peace, George Floyd, Nipsey Hussle, Reverend King, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Alicia. Wait. Aaliyah. Excuse me. I apologize. Michael Jackson, Pimp C, Tupac, Yahusha. You know, I don't find it as any coincidence that even Jesus was black. They killed the prophets before us. Straight up. That's why I'm saying, fists in the air. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. My nigga, all life matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. My nigga, all life matters. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. My nigga, all life matters. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. My nigga, all life matters. Black lives matter. I guess to properly quote and speak it, I would say the black life of the mother is crucial to the family structure of the home. You know, it's the mother's duty to teach the children piety at home first, you dig? When it's economical social engineering of re-engineering and bias of a classism, right? Through fascism and ignorance of wealth. You destroy the family home by taking out the man, you destroy the rest of the foundation, right? How can the walls stand? It's only got pillars, it ain't got no roof, it ain't even got no foundation, for real. It's like Samson tearing down the temple of the Philistines through the strength of Yahush. God man become black man in the flesh, fully God, fully man, created in the image and likeness of Yah. I'm screaming black life matter, black life matter, black life matter, all life matter, black life matter, black life matter, my nigga, black life matter, and all life matters, black life matter, black life matters, black life matter, my nigga, all life matters, black life matter, my black life matter, yo, black life matter, all
All black lives matter. 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 You know they lynched Jesus. He was hung up on a tree, treated as a curse. And you can look that up in the Bible, where they hung kings on the trees until the night. Anything that hung up on a tree until the nighttime was considered a curse. He became a curse for us. And all he did was revolutionize our thinking. Still to this day. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. My nigga, all life matters. Black life matters. Black life matters. Black life matters. My nigga, all life matters. Black life matters. My black life matter. Yo, black life matter. All black lives matter. Black life 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 matter. You know, the Rosicrucian Freemasons, right? Draconian lizard people, satanic worshipers. They own the cross, the plus, the T, KKK, religious political agendas as you see in the system of Satan. Satan's the god of this world, the system, the way we live. There's a way that seems right to a man, but the ends thereof is death. So Jesus came to save us from this, the curse of the law of sin and death. Doctors of demons and doctors of men, don't you see what is left? Covering me is the breastplate of righteousness upon my chest, and this is truth, and yes, I will say it, and I will invest until the very death of me. Hallelujah to the King, I will sing. Black life matter. Black life matter. Black life matter. My nigga, all life matter. Christianity is Rosicrucianism. Rosicrucianism is Freemason. Freemasonry is in the satanic form, Luciferianism, and that is straight slander, yielding to slander, and the rulership of slander, worshiping of slander. It's demonic. And the Crusades, the Christian Crusades, was Luciferians, wicked Freemasons, and Islam, and many others killing, murdering, slaughtering the prophets before us. Those who are still asleep, the sleepers, as my sister Rachel would say, I call them the ghost of the zombies, the zombwalkers. They think that Yah said obey the law of the land, and the law of the land is the law of the jungle, and that's Exodus 21 through 17. Do unto them as you want them to do unto you. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love Yahuwah, the Elohim, with all that mind, body, heart, and soul, with all that mind and with all that strength, right? The golden rules. Think not that I come to destroy the law, but to fulfill it, says Yah. Learn not the way, the customs of the people, or the way the heathen for the customs. Learn not the way of the heathen, for the customs of the people is vain, is worthless, right? Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and the plagues that come upon her will come upon you. This is talking about this system. Yahoo himself has said that Lucifer, or Hillel, Satan, is the god of this world. You know what I'm saying? We destroy trees that give abundant fruit of life. You know what I'm saying? Genesis 1. And we have this system of lies and instituted wicked treaties that have never been promises held or kept. They've been to slaughter, and it's because of our rebellion and our rebellion against our Creator, the Most High. To be honest, B'nai Elohim, Yah's chosen people, the 12 tribes, like Indian tribes, you dig? Indigenous blacks, Negroes, Niger, nigger. You know what I'm saying? Yah flow like a river, my nigga. Period.
Out of my belly flows rivers of living water, and will flow rivers of living water. As Yah has said, out of your belly will flow or come forth rivers of living water. So when you're dealing with stuff like this, you gotta see that John 3:16 and Colossians 2:14, Jesus came to set us free from this system. This was a revolution. Israel always fought wars when it came to freedom and taking back the land, occupying the land. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the promises of Yah literally talks about how we will rebuild the waste places. You know what I'm saying? He's allowed the enemy to wage war against us. You know what I'm saying? And you think about it, if Jesus is the Yahusha, you know what I'm saying, is the El of angel armies, Malachim armies. You know what I'm saying? He fights with his people. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through El for the pulling down of strongholds, casting down every wicked imagination and every high thought that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yah. He makes us knowledgeable of witty inventions. You know what I'm saying? To be wise as serpents but harmless as doves doesn't mean to be passive. It's a time for
Yo, hallelujah. What? Healing in life. Ain't no weapon ever gonna prosper. Ain't no weapon ever gonna prosper. Ain't no weapon ever gonna prosper. My mama say that I was crazy, so I took what I learned and yeah. My mama say that I was crazy, so I took what I learned and yeah, hallelujah. My mama say that I was crazy, so I took what I learned and ain't no weapon ever gonna prosper. Yeah. My mama said that I was crazy, so I took all I learned and went crazy.
Today,
so cover me like a baby. There's a connect. Is there a connect? Is there a connect? Never gon' prosper. Ain't no weapon ever gon' prosper. So it is finished. Sealed.